Hey, it's Teresa G coming in from her cluttered kitchen for another Tool Tuesday. Since it is getting to be warm weather out there, it means we got to get ready for grilling. And I thought I would do a test run on this new thing that I bought at Home Depot called the Charcoal Companion Chili Pepper Grill Rack and Corer Set. I thought I would test it out in my air fryer. I bought it specifically because I thought it would fit in the 6-quart. It kind of does if I jerry rig it. So I thought I would try a Skinnytaste recipe out in it and see how it works in the air fryer. And then in a week or so I will test it out on the grill itself. It takes about twice as long on the grill. So let's get testing. Okay, so this is the Charcoal Companion Chili Pepper Grill Rack and Corer Set. It comes with this Corer thing. Okay. I'm not using the recipe that came with the package because that's for the grill. Okay. And it has kind of weird things in it, like breadcrumbs and bell peppers and stuff. Things that I would never see in a bread chunks, not breadcrumbs, bread chunks and bell peppers inside the cheese mixture, which is a little weird. So I did test out this Corer that comes with it. And it did okay on this one. See, it's all in one piece. But with this one, it totally like ruined it. So not sure how much I like this thing. I think I'd rather just use my old grapefruit spoon. Fits better. And the one that I inherited from my mother-in-law, which is even smaller, fits even better. I did 3 of them, as you can tell. What you do is you make a cheese mixture. So this is cream cheese and Munster cheese, recipe called for cheddar. I don't have cheddar. All I have is habanero cheddar, and I knew that since Steve and I are probably only going to eat them, that wouldn't go. So, that wouldn't go with Steve anyway. So, I mean, he likes spicy things, but he doesn't like spicy cheese. Don't ask me. So, the recipe calls for mixing the cheeses together with scallion. I don't have scallion, so I used powdered onion. And you're supposed to stuff them into the bell peppers, into the jalapenos, and then wrap them in bacon and affix it with a toothpick. But I found with this thing, now for a regular recipe where you wrap them and stick them on a tray, that's fine. But since this is a rack, it doesn't fit all the way in. So I just wrap the top with the bacon. So I just have to do these other 3. What I've been doing is scooping a little bit and then taking the other end of the grapefruit spoon and sticking it all the way in. Just so I can get the mixture all the way down into the pepper. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, get it all the way to the top. Okay, wrap it in a piece of bacon. So I've been wrapping it from the top on down just so it'll fit into the rack. Okay, and then I'm only doing 6 of them because I figured that, since it's just a test anyway, and I'm not making them officially for like a party or anything, that 6 would do. So. Okay. Bacon, 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 bacon. Who doesn't love bacon? Okay. Last but not least, since this one is really kind of messed up, for the recipe from the actual book. This is from the Air Fryer book from Skinnytaste that just came out this week. From Gina Hamolka. I think that's how you pronounce it. She cuts it halfway and scoops them out and puts them on either, I guess, in the air fryer basket or on the rack. And then she says cook them 12 minutes, flipping them halfway. But since this is a tray, alright, I figured out a way of jerry-rigging it. I thought it was going to be wide enough to just fit these handles into where the racks go, you know, these things on the side that fit. But it doesn't fit that way. So, as you can see, I put 6 of them in here. Okay. And it's supposed to be 12 minutes. 325. Okay. So it's supposed to be 12 minutes at 325. If you have a regular air fryer with the basket, then you're supposed to like flip them halfway through and cook them on the other side. And she said just to cook them for 12 minutes in this style, which she calls the toaster oven style air fryer. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so this is how I jerry-rigged it, okay? I was thinking if it was wide enough that I could fit it into these things on the side. But, unfortunately, it's not. So, I put a rack on the very bottom, and it does kind of fit into the lines on one side. So that way it stands on here, okay? And now after a year of having this, the bottom nonstick has started to peel off on the tray at the bottom. So now I wrap it in foil, so I don't have to deal with the nonstick, and I can always just peel this off, so to clean it. So anyway, here we go. I'm gonna set it for 325 for 12 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. Her book gives you directions for both basket style and what she calls the toaster oven style of the air fryer ovens. I assume she means like the Breville or the Cuisinart or these, although this doesn't look like a toaster oven, but those do. Alright, so she gives you directions for each recipe for both styles of air fryers. Some of the directions are a little different. Some say just to do the same thing. Some say a different temperature, a little higher. Some say a little longer or a little shorter in time. So this one just says to do exactly the same amount of temperature and the same amount of time, except if you have the basket style, to flip them, or if you're just doing it on a tray, to flip it. But since I'm doing the whole pepper, personally I just want to see how how hot this thing gets, and just to test out the grill pan itself. And we'll see how it goes. See you back in 12 minutes. It's on? Okay, so here we go. It's been 12 minutes or so. Okay. And we've got poppers. The bacon, I would say, it's not totally rendered. So I would say it probably needs about another 3 or 4 minutes in this type of oven. But the cheese is all melted, and the jalapenos are soft. And of course, in this type now with these in here, I can easily take them out. Alright, nothing got stick. Alright, it's non-stick. That's good. Oh, somebody's home. Okay. I think this is going to work out. I think it's going to be good on the grill. Okay, so there we go. I also just zapped it for another 3 minutes. The bacon is still a little underdone. So I would probably pre-cook the bacon for a few minutes in the oven, then wrap them, then bake them for the 12 minutes, and they'll probably be fine. Otherwise, what's not to like? Alright, this is very handy. I think the only thing I don't like is that you have to use the bigger jalapenos. Little ones do not fit. They fall right through the hole. And this tool, not very good. It's only good for the big ones, and you have to be really careful, otherwise you cut open the whole side of the thing. I'd rather just use my grapefruit spoon to open it up and take out the seeds. But I think it'll work really well on the grill. It'll be great for, I mean, if we have parties, which we don't, but if we do, during the summer, I can make 18 of them in here, which with no problem. And it's non-stick, so they come right out. They don't stick to it. See, nothing's sticking. And plus, there's some cheese fell on the bottom, and look at this, it comes right off. So, non-stick. It'll be dishwasher safe, top rack. And the only thing that isn't good is that it doesn't really fit the small ones unless you do the toothpicks. Then you could probably use the small ones, the small jalapenos. So, there you go. There's my testing of the charcoal Companion Chili Pepper popper pan. And I hope you found it informative. Okay, I hope you found that informative, helpful, and if you'd like to eat one of those jalapeno poppers, I know I would. Of course, like my videos, subscribe, and press the little bell, and there'll be more grill accessories on Tool Tuesday. Okay, bye.